Let's switch gears and talk about the brewing war of words within the PDP. The latest, of course, involves high-profile figures. The FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, back in the news again, and this time a face-off, or at least a reaction to his predecessor, Rotimi Amechi, with the debate turning somewhat personal, as they usually tend to be, even as Nigerians grapple with hunger and hardship on the street. And of course, those issues form the basis for this particular conversation. But beyond that, Nigerians are getting an even deeper look into what looks like an unending civil war within Nigeria's main opposition party. Let's speak to our next guest. He's a PDP member and Atiku's aide. Honorable Oladimeji Fabiyi is joining us for this part of the conversation. It's good to see you as always. Good evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes.
First, your 2 cents on the reaction, not just from the APC, to some of the comments the likes of Atiku Abubakar made, Rotimi Amechi, Malam Nasir Rufai over the weekend when marking the 60th birthday of the former minister and former governor of Rivers State. Regarding the issues, a lot of people have accused them of pandering, saying the right things so that they can make it look like they are the solution. Do you think that that's a fair assessment of what is happening, especially when they use words like weaponizing poverty?
What is happening in the country now? As Atiku, all these people, Amechi, have they spoken out of context? Are they not saying the truth? Are they not emphasizing on the obvious? They've only come out to say this is the way it is. If some people are scared or they're scared of President Tinubu, scared of APC, these guys said, no, this is the true position of things. It's clear and it's clear. So if anybody says that they're just pounding, they're not being realistic, they're not being, they're just being mischievous and they don't want to admit the truth. Even President Tinubu and his people know that they're not doing well as far as this country is concerned. I
don't think so. I mean, you look at the pamphlets, the publicity around the second anniversary, they rolled out quite a list of projects. I mean, it's safe to say that you don't think that they have done well. But they think they've done well so far.
Of course, what do you expect them to do? But I know they have. I said, I believe, and I've seen, and I'm saying they have not done well because no matter the policy, no matter the program, no matter what you feel you were doing as a government, if it doesn't have direct impact on people, you have not done anything. People are still hungry. Look at Global Hunger Index in 2024. We now rank 18. Position as the most affected by hunger and malnutrition. We are now being ranked in side by side Sudan, a war-torn country. It's a disgrace for this country. So what everybody will now tell me they have done, what have they done? Now they kept borrowing. They said they are still going to borrow. Now look at when President Tinubu came in 2023. What was our debt? Total public debt, 43 trillion. Today is about 183. It's about 140 something, which is about 150% increase. Now, with all these new loans that are coming to be running up to 200 trillion. So what are we saying? And what are the impacts of all of this? Where are the gains of subsidy removal? Well, these are questions. So if the likes of Atiku now come out and say, this thing is like this, and some people, because they are benefiting from APC, or they are so scared of the president, they couldn't say the truth, then there's something wrong with us in this country. Okay,
so the counter argument is that because of their position as not just statesmen but political heavyweights that they might be referred to as, a lot of the accusation is that they're telling half-truths. I mean, you just referenced the ballooning public debt. It didn't start today, did it? And that is not the full picture. That is not the whole story. And that is the main accusation against the opposition, that they're not telling the whole story. They're telling a part of the story.
What are the parts of the story they are saying? That they should complete the story.
See, that our debt to GDP is still healthy. There's nothing.
It's still healthy.
There's nothing alarming about it.
Oh, there's nothing alarming.
I mean, it's still below the international threshold.
How come people are still suffering? How come people are still struggling? How come people cannot feed? Well, it doesn't have impact on the people. Simple and cheeky. Now, I don't know if I get it right. Cheeky now. They should stop doing all of this. And we're not fools in Nigeria. See, every day, I don't know how much I'm making on daily basis, I get more than 20, 30 messages. Out of this, 90% of this are requests. Nigerians are now beggars in their country. And you are telling me ratio to GDP, all those are what do you call them? They're just data. Okay, look at.
I mean, you just used the data just moments ago.
But does that data really tally with what we're saying? Does the data they are providing, the books, what they are bringing in the paper, is that the reality on ground? This is what we're saying.
If you're going to fault the administration for taking loans, right? And I believe your principal also said that the Tinubu administration is obsessed with taking more loans.
Yeah, of course, that's what they do.
But there is also the other side of it. They just paid off that COVID-19 IMF loan of $3.5 billion US.
So after
you don't think they deserve a thumbs up for that?
After paying that, what did they do again? They're going back 21-point-something billion again.
And as far as we know, most of the world economy is financed by debt. Most of the world economy.
The truth of the matter is that these guys are not managers of economy. They're not good managers of our economy. They're not good managers of the economy. They can't even think outside the box. While Nigerians are suffering, wallowing in poverty and anguish, these guys are, look at the kind of budget they are passing. This government is just focusing on elite and making poor poorer. Now, if it's the government that has sense, that know what they are doing, where is the middle class today? Middle class has been relegated to lower class. And lower class now are being pressured to lower class. When you pressure them, what would they do? They die. That's what it means. These guys don't get it. They are not ready for governance, and that is the truth. Tinubu is never ready. Just said long life ambition just to be president, and that's why what you see outside now.
Some would say that about Atiku Abubakar.
Atiku has never been president. Let me tell you something.
His lifelong mission is to be president.
Because he believes he can do it. He has what it takes to do it, and he will do it if he has the opportunity. If Nigeria gives him an opportunity.
What about the people who say that same thing could be said about the people on the other side? Just to re-echo what the Federal Capital Territory Minister said in response to the comments made by his political rival in River State, Rotimi Amechi, where he says, listen, they're not hungry. They're not hungry for food, at least. They're just hungry for power. And a lot of people believe that is a fair thing to say.
Abdullahi was what
that the opposition is hungry for power and they would say anything.
Abdullahi, let me tell you first. I don't even want to be talking about Wiki or PDP anymore, because they are not serious. Both the FCT minister.
Are you leaving
and
PDP?
The PDP. I'm not leaving. It's my party. I'm still here. We're going to be there, but I don't want to be talking about it again because they have disappointed themselves. They have disappointed party members. They have not represented anybody well. But Wiki can say whatever he wants to say. All right. Both of them have they have history. I'm talking of Wiki and Amechi. So of course we wouldn't expect Wiki to just sit down and not say anything. Wiki has a style, and the style is he picks on something just to still remain, in the system, to still remain relevant. People can talk about it. And that's exactly what he has been doing, even as a governor, up to this moment. And Mr. President should have helped himself by stopping all these Wiki's excesses. It's not going to help Mr. President. Write it down today. It's not going to help Mr. President achieve anything. In any case, what did he play in Mr. President's emergence? G5 didn't do anything to bring Mr. President on board. We all knew why Mr. President came on board. Even Peter Obi did more damage to PDP than them. This G5 that are not picking up. Bring the statistics. Let us look at it. Yeah, the G5 didn't do. They are not the one who brought the president to power. They're not the one. They're not. Peter Obi did more damage.
I'm sure he's not saying that he's the one that brought.
They've always said it now that they're the one that they did it. Mr. President should be careful with this kind of people. He should be careful. Wiki is not going to help him. I tell you, he's not going to help him.
Well, I'm sure you heard snippets, if not the whole thing, with his monthly media chat, and he did say, listen, the president lost the FCT last time around. He's going to make sure that it doesn't happen again in 2027. And every time he speaks to the media, he doubles down on his commitment to see the return of President Bola.
He doesn't have to stress himself. Everybody knows where he belongs. He should go and face whatever he wants to do. It's between them and Nigerians. It's between President and Nigerians. It's between Wike and Nigerians. And FC people will ask themselves, Nigerians will ask themselves whether they are better now than they were 2 years ago. Those are the things, the deciding factor. I can't continue to be hungry and you want me to work for you. We'll wait and see. Let APC continue to chase the elite. Let the coalition that are more focused, visionary, continue to work with the grassroots. We'll see the difference.
Talk to me about the coalition. It seems that the momentum is slowing down. What's actually happening?
The momentum is not slowing down. Everybody has strategies about what they want to do. It's part of the strategy. And if there's anything the drivers of the coalition have succeeded, one remarkable thing they've been able to do has been to keep away critical information, even away from the government and the people. And that is good for them, because they would have let them be guessing, let them be what do you call that? Just bring up. We read today. I read somewhere they said, "Oh, coalition has they're looking for another candidate. It's not because Atiku and Peter Obi cannot agree." Those ones are rules. They are nothing but fake news. It's even good. Let them be guessing. Let them be goofing. That when the real thing happens, they will see it. This is about Nigerians. This is the mistake many commentators are always making. Atiku, Peter Obi, they are making that mistake. It's not about these guys. It's about us as a people.
You're saying this thing is open-ended, so much so that it could end up looking like something most Nigerians never thought possible.
You will see. How did 2015 happen? We have a sitting president in PDP. And it happened. So it's most likely to be a repeat of that. They didn't do well, they don't have strategy, let them wait. Don't stress yourself, wait. Even Tinubu knows he's sweating inside, but they would never show it. Tinubu is sweating because of this guy, because Tinubu knows them. The way people are underrating these people, Tinubu is not underrating them like that. This is the mistake they are making. And we'll tell them it's a matter of time.
Right. Talk to me about some of the speculations that we've heard so far about the possibility of, having multiple options on the table. The last time the League of Northern Democrats met, they said, listen, they have 3 things they're working on. They set up their committees, whether it's the SDP or the ADC or a new political party altogether that would metamorphose into this new political party. And the NLD recently, the LND, which is the League of Northern Democrats, recently called on the likes of Atiku Abubakar to consider forming a new political party ahead of 2027. This is, of course, according to the former governor of Kano State, who is a part of the elites that formed that group, Ibrahim Shekaro, saying that it was better for a coalition to form a new political party and avoid the pitfalls of joining an existing one. What, of course, is your reaction to that in respect of the fate of the PDP? And what do you think about this idea?
But for me, I think the drivers of the coalition are really on top of this. They know, they are looking at every shades of opinion that are, what the League of Northern Democrats are saying is good. It's one of those things that on the table. But let me tell you why I don't support the idea of a new party. Who is going to register that new party? Go to INEC website now. It's locked down. Submit application. No acknowledgement. Nothing. They are not ready. The obedient tried to register a political party. Do
you think that is deliberate?
Of course. They even want to register some more parties now. See, all the plan of APC is to turn Nigeria to a one party, even though they've been denied. But it's not going to work, because that is not who we are in this country. Nigeria is a country of multiple ethnicity, people that different. Just look at it. So they don't do that, and then I don't think it's going to succeed, even if we do that. And they are not going to. The APC is not going to succeed with it. So who is going to register this new political party? So if LND truly believes that there must be a coalition that can push out this failed government of Tinubu, they must join hands with other people. Even if what they are pushing is not going to work. It should be about the country. It shouldn't be about the leaders of LND or leaders. Everybody must come together and sit on the table and agree on what will bring that desired goal, which is to recover the country, to redeem the country, and to give Nigerians a better deal.
Is it your default setting to only see and say negative things about the administration? I mean, it's just 2 years in, there's still 2 more years to go.
Let me tell you, in these 2 years, they have proven to be the most incompetent, the most disconnected and anti-people government in history, in our democratic history. And we have gotten to a stage now that when a president leaves and another one comes, he performs worse than the one. We'll not be thinking that the one that left was even the best. That one will now become a king. We shouldn't be like this in this country. Do you understand? So for me, I think the next 2 years, they should try and see what they can do to help Nigerians. And even forget, Tinubu should even forget about running. He should forget about it. Because he doesn't have what it takes to lead this country, including his team. All of them are, you know what you say?
Are you saying that because
team
you would
A,
be
team B, team C, team D? All
you would be a
that
beneficiary if he steps aside?
Am I running for anything?
I mean, I'm saying that...
I'll be a beneficiary if society in Nigeria works. I'll be a beneficiary. Yes, I'm not benefiting anything now. My family are not benefiting anything. My friends are not. I'm under pressure because they think I have.
What motivation?
So what are they doing?
Some have also said something about the opposition, that they have been doomsayers, they've been alarmists, they've been critical, they've been constantly looking at the glass as half full, half empty, and they have not offered any sort of alternative ideas about what can actually solve the problem. So they're just on the other side, yapping, wailing and complaining, and they're not giving Nigerians enough incentive to understand why they are the better option in 2027.
Abdullahi, who are these people that are talking? Let us profile them. Let them come on, let us profile them, these people that are talking.
But do you think Nigerians are hearing about solutions from the opposition?
You realize that these are the guys that are benefiting from the APC government. Who is that right thinking person that will give this government a pass mark? Let us not be deceiving ourselves. Those who are making that comment, go and check them out. They are those benefiting in this government. They are the one, no other person. Now let me tell you something. The coalition, the drivers, you know, they are wiser because they are trying to do things different. You can't say you want to apply 2015. What do you say? The solution. You want to bring it now. A lot of dynamics have changed. So, and the drivers of the coalition are focused on this. They know what they want to do. What they are asking for, they've not said this, they have said it. And they are still going to say more. And by the time they are ready to go live, people will begin to hear. We still have about 16, 18 months to election. They should wait. They should wait. They are arranging themselves. They are arranging their house. They are putting their house in order. You have to plan. If you don't plan, you are going to fail.
If you have to promise Nigerians, finally, before we wrap things up, if you have to promise Nigerians what the outcome of this coalition movement is going to look like. I mean, Professor Farouk Perogi recently wrote about how the coalition is not coalescing, right? What can you promise, so to say, Nigerians who anticipate something meaningful at the end of the day?
You find out that most of these people that are talking, they are not part of coalition. No. They will just sit in the comfort of their room and start criticizing. Do they know the depth of what they're doing? What do they know? What does Farouk Perogi, is he part of coalition? Is he part of coalition? He should leave where he is and come and join them if he truly want Nigeria to move forward. They will be there and be writing that they are not doing the... Are they the one to teach them what to do? Let me leave that one. Let me tell you, coalition builders or movers are focusing no one. Because if you don't recover the country, you can't actually do anything. If you don't redeem the country, you can't do it. Now is first, let us see how we recover this country. When we recover this country, we know the problems of Nigerians. Nigerians are hungry, we must kill hunger. Nigerians are dying on a daily basis. Insecurity, we must fight it. They said they are fighting corruption. Are they really fighting? See the budgets that these people are, at least budget that they are passing. And poor people keep getting poorer on a daily basis. We can't continue like this. These are the critical issues that the coalition, when they form a government, they are coming to address. Right. You may say you've heard that before. Yes, we've heard it before. President Tinubu campaign on certain mantra. Are we getting it now? But we're going to have it different when coalition comes in. Coalition has come to stay. No, but president cannot even stop it. They should continue chasing the elite. Coalition
All right.
should focus on the people that are going to do the job.
All right. Time shall definitely tell.
Yes.
Honorable Oladimeji Fabiyi, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate you as always for the analysis.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
And with that, we wrap things up for tonight's edition of the program. Thank you most kindly for joining us on Daily Politics. We'll be back tomorrow live at 8 p.m. Until next time, I'm Abdullahi Ahmed. Thank you for your time. Good evening.